broadcast made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. Ann and Rachel Realtors, the hometown real estate team that takes the time to get to know you, your family, your needs, and your dreams. There is no better team to navigate and negotiate the selling and buying process in this hot market. Call or text them today at 847-946-6654. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.
High School for Game 5 of Day 1 of the Hinkle Holiday Classic, the 2024 edition of it. We got a matchup between the Bartlett Hawks and the Crystal Lake South Gators. I'm Dylan Machashik. I'll be doing play-by-play, and I'm joined by my father for the second year in a row.
Hi, I'm Marty Machashik. I'm just riding sidecar here with Dylan, but we're really looking forward to this one. Crystal Lake South, one of the best teams in the Fox Valley at 8-2, playing Bartlett, and Crystal Lake South is the number 3 seed. Bartlett 4-7, but the record's a little deceiving. They lost their first 6 and they're red hot now. They've won 4 out of their last 5. Only loss is to undefeated Hersey, which was a team they led at halftime in that stretch.
Indeed, the Crystal Lake South Gators are wearing all white. The Bartlett Hawks all green. As South wins the tip, that's A.J. Demirov with the ball over number 5, Carson Trivellini. He gives back to him. And it's taken away immediately by Joey Swick. Swick, a nice move to the hoop, and he gets the layup to go. Quick 2 points for the Hawks. Early turnover for the Gators. Trivellini with it.
Swick, a big player here last year as a freshman for Bartlett, and he's averaging 12 a game, and really makes a lot of things happen in a lot of ways for the Hawks.
That's Tony Santarelli with it. He gives back to Trivellini. Now to the corner. That was Buelna with the 3, no good. Swick has it again. He'll rush up the court, give it to Petrasunas. Down low to one of the Taylor twins. Back to Petrasunas. The layup is good. 4 quick points for the Hawks here. The Gators looking a little out of sorts on offense to start off.
Well, in the turnover and the missed shot, it's not allowing them to get into their 1-3-1, which with their length does typically cause a lot of people a lot of problems.
Trivellini back to Demirov. Back to Trivellini. Trivellini for 3, no good. Rebounded by Morgan. He can't get it to go. Rebounded again by the Gators, no good. Another rebound by Morgan, and he finally gets it to go. 2 offensive boards, and the Gators are finally on the board with 2 points.
Well, and Morgan, part of a couple of freshman twins who are really making a big impact for the Gators this year as well.
Taylor had it. Keegan Taylor, that is. 1/2 of the Taylor twin brothers on Bartlett. Now Swick, here's Campa. He'll give it back to Swick. Swick, a pull-up, mid-range. Gets it to go with 3 hands in his face. Joey Swick, probably the shortest guy on the court. Makes one of the tougher shots.
Definitely a huge shot there, especially with, like as you said, with the traffic all over him.
Now here's Demirov with it, one of the guys to watch in the Hinkle Holiday Classic as he fires from deep. No good. Rebounded by Swick. Swick making his presence known early here in this one. Down low, Taylor will go to the rim. Blocked by Demerov. He gets it back. Goes up and finishes. That's Keegan Taylor for 2. The other half of the Taylor twins is Colin Taylor, number 1. As here is Santorelli. Santorelli out to Trivellini. Trivellini on the drive. Right-hand layup, no good. Rebounded by Keegan Taylor. Gives up ahead to Campa. Campa had an open look, didn't want to take it. Swick over to Colin Taylor. Colin Taylor from deep, no good. Keegan Taylor with the board. He'll kick back out to Swick. Now to Campa. Campa will finally try his luck from deep, no good. Rebounded by Colin Taylor. Another rebound for Colin Taylor in this possession.
Bartlett really outworking him on the boards right now.
Campa with it. He'll kick to Swick. Now to Taylor. Taylor from deep. No good.
Oh.
Petrasunas offensive board. Cannot get it to fall, but the foul is called, so Petrasunas will shoot 2 from the line.
4 offensive rebounds already for Bartlett in just the first 3 minutes, and really active on the glass against a pretty good-sized Crystal Lake South team.
Looked like 3 in that possession. Petrasunas' first foul shot is good. And now number 3, Nick Stowasser, as well as number 34, Jonathan Morgan, will sub in for the Gators. Petrasunas' second foul shot is short, and Trivellini will bring it across the timeline for the Gators. Gives to Demerov. Demerov picks his dribble up, tries to find it down low, can't get it, tipped away by Swick. Here's Colin Taylor with it. Colin Taylor, down to Keegan Taylor. I believe that was, I think it was off the foot of a Gator, but
it looked like it, yeah, and unfortunately a tough call there, tough break for Bartlett, but so far Bartlett defensively too, very active, forcing turnovers, making things difficult. Demirov's only taken 1 shot so far, and he's averaging 18 a game.
Got a pair of twins for both teams, Jonathan Morgan and Ryan Morgan as well for the Gators. As here's Santorelli. He'll kick out, pump fake, Stowasser's 3 off the backboard, no good, rebounded by Keegan Taylor. Keegan Taylor averages around 7 rebounds, or not, 4 rebounds per game. That's Colin Taylor.
And he's already got 4 tonight, so he's already at his average.
Campa knocked away by Santorelli. Good hands there by the South defense.
Really good ball movement so far by Bartlett too. And don't forget, they're coming off. They played a tough game last night. They beat South Elgin 40-36. So they're not rested.
Campa on the drive. Colin Taylor from deep. Gets the roll, and a quick 12-2 lead for the Bartlett Hawks. Here's Trivellini. Back to Demerov. Bartlett coming out in the zone. Demerov will pull from deep. No good. He's 0 for 2 to start here. And here's Colin Taylor with it. To Swick. Now to Campa. Campa down low to Keegan Taylor. Trying to bully his way to the rim. He can't do it. Now he'll fade. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound by Santorelli, and here's Demerov. He'll lead the break. Trivellini, coast to coast. Got it to go. Nice find there by Demerov to find the cutting Trivellini to the rim. Swick trying to break the pressure. He will. He gets it over to Colin Taylor. Knocked away by Santorelli. He'll give it to Swick. Swick getting trapped up top. Keeps possession of it, down to Taylor. He'll try to find Campa cutting. It's knocked away, and Jonathan Morgan with it.
Crystal Lake South definitely amped up its pressure defense right off the bat here.
Trivellini didn't want to shoot it, but he'll take it to the hole and get 2, and we got a timeout by head coach Jim Wolfsmith for Bartlett. That will be their first timeout of the game. We'll take this first time out to thank one of our sponsors, Custom Heating and Cooling. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes.
One interesting thing that with Crystal Lake South is their 2 losses. One was to Waukegan, 79-66 at the Johnsburg Thanksgiving tournament. Waukegan is having a really phenomenal year. They've already beaten Warren, which is one of the best teams in the state with one of the best players, not only in the state but in the country, with Jackson Davis. They also lost 51-49 to McHenry, which is undefeated this year. And in that game, they were 4 for 30 on threes. So, and right now, that's kind of an area where they've missed their first 5. So it'll be interesting to see if they try to kind of, look more for what they've gotten here recently with some, some inside game and some more mid-range stuff.
We have some new subs as number 33, Cooper Buelna, replaces Anthony Santorelli, as well as number 10, Freddie Palacios, and number 34, Dietem Legge for Bartlett. Here's Swick with it. Gives down low to Keegan Taylor. Keegan Taylor being trapped. Trying to hang on to the ball. Fighting for it. He keeps it. Knocked away. Here comes Demirov on the break. And he'll get the layup to go. There's the first 2 points for A.J. Demirov, as he got the turnover there on the Freddie Palacios pass.
Yeah, you can see the defense is starting to cause some real problems for Bartlett now.
Palacios with it. Gets into the corner, he's trapped. Tried to throw it off the leg, he did. Barely rolled out of bounds. So it will remain Bartlett Hawks basketball as Tony Santorelli will check in for Nick Stowasser.
But even there, that's, you got caught in the coffin corner there, so it's really difficult to get that out of there. They were fortunate to keep possession of the ball there.
Yeah, South, who looked like they were asleep at the start, certainly waking up here as Colin Taylor splits the double and gets the bucket to go with the foul. He'll look to get 3 the old-fashioned way. Tough move there. So we have a replay of that. Splits the double, gets around the defender, and finishes tough at the hoop.
Yeah, great take. Late help wasn't there in time, and that's something that Bartlett's going to have to really start looking for against this with Crystal Lake South turning that pressure up in the 1-3-1.
As Taylor knocked down the free throw to convert the 3-point play. Here's Trivellini. He'll try his luck from deep. Can't get it to go. Bounced around. Buelna gets it out to Santorelli. Trivellini. Now Demirov. He'll dribble around up top. 50 moves. Spins. Fades. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Colin Taylor. Keegan Taylor will get up to Palacios. Palacios on the drive. Gives it back to Keegan Taylor. Now Colin Taylor again from deep. Blocked by Santorelli. Buelna up ahead to Demirov. Here's Trivellini. Trivellini dribble drive. Kicks it out. Demirov will try again from deep. Short again. He seems to not be able to find his jumper so far in this one.
No, and it'll be interesting to see if he starts trying to take the ball more to the hoop until he can find that range.
Swick with a miss, and Demirov will bring it across. Now here's Trivellini. Trivellini again. Can't get it to go. South continues the struggles from deep, as Colin Taylor will bring it up for the Hawks.
Yeah, South now 0 for 8 on threes.
Swick with it. Looking to break this little trap, and he can't. Knocked away by Santorelli. Santorelli bounce pass. Demirov finish. And 2 for the Gators. 15-10 with 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It was all Bartlett Hawks, but the Gators making their presence known here, waking up a little bit. Taylor from deep. Gets it to go. A quick answer from Colin Taylor. 10 seconds to go here for the Gators. Demirov with it. 5 seconds. Trying to get around. And we'll get a foul on the floor. They'll call it on Palacios. Say he's being a little too handsy on Demirov. So have some substitutions.
Yeah, not a bad foul there, though, because he was starting to drive and get into the lane. You got only 3.5 seconds left. That doesn't hurt you on the free throw line.
3.5 seconds South inbounds. Stowasser to Demirov. Demirov gets a clean look. Can't get it to go. It rolls out. And again, like we have said before, the South shooting struggles just continue to hurt them.
Yeah, it's now, let's see, they're 0 for 9 on threes. Demirov really struggling. He's got 4 points, but having a hard time just getting going from the field. He's gotten a couple of layups off their defense, and I think that's really where Crystal Lake South, it looks like right now, is going to have to get going offense off the defense.
Don't forget, this game brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's. Proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today, and Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. But yeah, a quick start here in the first quarter. It seemed to be all Bartlett Hawks at the beginning, especially with the shooting of South, but they really amped up the pressure defensively, trapping Bartlett and getting some turnovers and some layups on the other end.
Yeah, and Coach Wolfsmith said, you know, again, this is a good program. He's been there for a long time. You know, they won 19 games last year. Last year here, they lost their first game and then won the last 3 to win the consolation championship. And, you know, when we kind of traded some information with them during the week, he said that they're starting to look like, you know, how they need to look. And again, they played a really rough schedule early too. They lost to Geneva, who's the number 2 seed here, who's undefeated. Lost to Hersey, Wheaton Academy, which is 8-1. You know, played West Aurora, Lake Park, Oak Park. So they've really been tested with some pretty tough teams so far.
Swick will start the second quarter with the ball for the Hawks. Here's Palacios with it. Petrasunas looking to get position down low. Now number 14 for Bartlett.
Well, it looks like South has switched to a man here now.
Demirov guarding Swick up top. Palacios fakes a shot, gives over to Petrasunas. Colin Taylor with it. He'll come off the screen. Give to Palacios from deep. Can't get it to go. Santarelli with the rebound. He gives it to Demirov, who will bring it across. Bartlett still in a 1-2-2 zone, it seems. Well on the drive. Nice find of Ryan Morgan, who gets the layup to go. And so South cuts the Hawks' lead to 6.
And I think that's what they need to do a little more of right now, is to find that, you know, do some of that penetrate, look for some things inside until they can get some outside game going.
Colin Taylor, he gives it to Palacios. Palacios down low. Back up to Petrasunas. The big fella gives back to Palacios. Bartlett sharing the ball pretty well, but some good defense by the Gators. Petrasunas on the drive, it's knocked away. Demirov up ahead. He'll take it at Palacios, can't get it to go, but they'll call a shooting foul on Palacios there. I don't think he liked it very much. He thought he was straight up. But
yeah, but he definitely got him with the body, though. And, you know, Demirov, again, 4-year player. He knows what he's doing to draw the contact. You know, not only just one of the best players in the area, but also in the state. He's got some Division I offers, Eastern Illinois, Incarnate Word. And it was one of the leaders last year of their team that had a phenomenal year, 31-4, went to the Super Sectional and lost to eventual 3A champion DePaul Prep.
He is still struggling with the shot, though, as he misses both free throws at the line. Keegan Taylor back in the game, as well as Michael Campa for the Hawks. Santarelli, he'll give to Stowasser. Stowasser tries the bounce pass, comes back to him. Santarelli with it, he'll pick his dribble up, give to Stowasser. Down low to Morgan. Morgan, Stowasser, Santarelli, good ball movement. Buelna with the mid-range jumper, and he gets it to go. Great ball movement there by the Gators to get the zone out of sorts and get a wide open baseline jumper.
Yeah, I think they need to do more of that. And again, that kind of stuff, they're gonna get some good shots and good looks just like that.
Campa down low to Keegan Taylor. He'll give it back to Campa, who will swing it to Petrasunas. Over to Swick. Swick, now to Campa. Taylor with it. Campa with it up top. Playing a little hot potato up top. Back to Campa. Campa pull-up mid-range jumper short. He gets his own rebound. Gives it to Keegan Taylor, who will kick. Swick. Dribble drive, tried to find Taylor, but knocked away by Demirov. It will remain Bartlett Hawks basketball.
Yeah, it certainly seems like Crystal Lake South is making it a lot tougher now defensively on Bartlett. They're not getting as good a looks as they were early. And, you know, certainly with the man, it seems like it's having an impact on them as well.
As we have a travel there on Colin Taylor. 5:19 left to go in the first half. 18-14 for Bartlett. At one point was 12-2. So Crystal Lake South has really started to pick it up here in these last 5 minutes, really. Well, now with it on the left wing. Swings over to Stowasser. Gives it to Demirov, almost taken away there. Give it down to Santarelli. Stowasser, a good look. He gets it to go. The first three for South this game, and it is now an 18-17 game.
Yeah, they'd missed their first 9 until that one, and but again, nice job inside out to get it.
Keegan Taylor trying to find his way down low, and we'll have a travel as South really got all up in him and made it uncomfortable for him there down low with a little double team.
Yeah, I think that 12-2 deficit really woke them up. They realized, hey, we gotta come to play here, and this is not going to be some cakewalk like some of the games have been here so far in the first round.
Demirov almost gave it away there. Buelna down low to Santarelli, blocked by Taylor. Buelna on the follow-up, and we'll get a shooting foul and a technical as well. A shooting foul on Colin Taylor. So we'll get a replay here. Blocked by Keegan Taylor, and then Buelna went over the top. And they're going to say Colin Taylor was just in the way.
Technical foul, number 11, Bartlett.
And the technical foul is on number 11, Michael Campa, who was really not even a part of that play at all.
No, he must have said something, or unfortunate, because that now you're just giving them more opportunities for free points here.
Buelna's first free throw is good. He'll shoot 2. The second is also good, as the Gators will get the ball back after the technical. Excuse me, he'll actually shoot 3 free throws. The third is no good.
And he'll get one more.
Oh.
Yeah, that's because it's a 2-shot technical.
Well, he misses the second 2, made the first 2.
Yeah, so a break there for Bartlett, but South still with the ball, and they're now on a 9-0 run, so they've really, gotten things rolling here in the second quarter.
Campa will come out, and Max Rizzi, number 4, will replace him. Buelna over to Stowasser. Trivellini with it. Floater rims out. Petrasunas. Give to Palacios.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse for Bartlett, so they really kind of came out of that one, much better than it could have been.
Demirov really sitting down and playing some good man-to-man defense here. Petrasunas with it on the wing. Now to Rizzi. Rizzi over to Colin Taylor. Colin Taylor on the drive. Shoves off a defender. Can't get the floater to fall. Demirov will bring it up. Pass ahead to Santarelli, who will give to Stowasser. And he will pass it to nobody, as some miscommunication there for the Gators and a turnover.
Yeah, but the Crystal Lake South defense has really kind of changed the makeup of the game here, especially what they're doing now with the in their man-to-man. Just the shots are so much tougher now, and they're even struggling to get into their offense at all. And you look at what Demirov is doing on the ball here; it's some great stuff.
As Petrasunas passes into a turnover taken away by Santarelli. Stowasser on the drive, kick out Trivellini, one more pass to Buelna, and the 3 is good. Great ball movement here by the Gators in these last few possessions have led to some easy looks for Cooper Buelna, and he's hit both of them.
Really, and yeah, now it's a 12-0 run.
As Palacios will try his luck from deep, no good. Demirov wanted the foul there. Maybe it was a little bit of some NBA flop action. And Stowasser will get the layup to go on the other end. 24-18 now for the Gators. At one point it was 18-10 here in the second quarter, as that was almost taken away but saved. And the Hawks will keep it.
Yeah, their intensity level right now is really, really high. They are really getting after it defensively.
Colin Taylor with it. Buelna all up on him. Rizzi over to Keegan Taylor. Taylor with the dribbling around. Petrasunas to Rizzi in the corner. Colin Taylor will try his luck again from deep. Short again. Demirov with it. Trivellini on the drive. Right-hand layup and one.
Trivellini with the bucket.
Carson Trivellini. with the tough finish on the fast break, and we got a replay of that one. Just go straight up with the inside hand finish.
Number 2, Swick. And number 30.
And they're really doing a great job now of pushing the ball up, getting some good stuff in transition. And again, really getting a lot of good offense off the defense.
Trivellini's foul shot is good. 27-18 for the Gators with 2 minutes to go here in the half.
And 17-0 in the quarter.
Almost a travel there. South certainly wanted it, but they get it anyway. Stowasser on the drive, can't get it to go, but we got a foul on Keegan Taylor. And he's got to be careful there, slamming the ball. Could have gotten himself a technical as well.
Yeah, that you can. Oh, I think they get him one. Yep.
Yep, and
Wow.
that will be a technical on Keegan Taylor. And we will have a timeout for the Bartlett Hawks, a much-needed timeout.
Well, yeah, you can tell the frustration has really gotten to them now with 2 technicals here in the quarter, just not getting the same kind of looks that they were getting early on in the start of the game. Looks like Petrasunas is kind of banged up. I know he's had some injury issues, and he had a big game for him last night with 10 points and 10 rebounds. So not having him certainly doesn't help either. And I know also one of their top defensive guard, Gio Civataro, he's out with an injury. So another guy who you would have, certainly you'd like to have him on Demirov or some of these other guys to help defensively. Not having him is probably making a bit of a difference there too.
And with this timeout is brought to you by Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing, service, and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. But yeah, really rough quarter here for the Hawks with 2 technicals and a 17-0 run by the Gators. And they'll look to extend it here with, I believe it would be 4 foul shots again.
Right, yeah.
And they'll retain possession as well after those 4 foul shots.
Stowasser at the line.
It would be interesting too to know, I know typically South is 1-3-1, how much man that they have played this year. They look really good in it, and it certainly has helped. They were starting to turn things around a little bit, in that first quarter toward the end of it, but it's really made a big difference here in the second quarter.
Stowasser hits 1 of 2 as now Demirov will come to the line to take, I believe, the 2 technical free throws. He'll make the first. And the second is good. Yeah, that man-to-man defense seems to really be suffocating the Hawks. Seems like almost every other possession they're turning the ball over.
Yeah, and now 20-0 in the quarter, which is pretty remarkable. It's not, especially the way this game started and was. It's not like you see it as an overwhelming advantage one way or the other. But I mean, South has certainly turned it on here in the second quarter.
So we had a kick ball by Keegan Taylor there. Santarelli with it now. Trivellini over to Demirov. Demirov will give it back to Trivellini. He'll swing it back to Demirov. The Gators doing a good job wasting some clock here.
Yeah, and you look at Bartlett now, I think and you can understand why, they just don't have that same energy, I think, that they had early on.
As it was knocked away, almost taken away, but now Trivellini got a little advantage here. Santarelli goes up, blocked by LeGee, blocked again. Coach Matt LePage wanted a shooting foul, but he won't get it. Swick with a nifty move. He'll shoot a floater and gets it to go as Bartlett has their first points of the second quarter with only 55 seconds to go. And they'll call a travel there on A.J. Demirov.
Well, this could be a big stretch here for Bartlett to kind of get a little bit of momentum going back their way going into halftime. Stop that run finally. Hopefully, I'm sure on their end, hopefully gets Swick going here too, although it's a tough matchup against Demirov.
Demirov certainly is giving him all he can handle as now Swick will get it down low. Can't get the layup to go. LeGee on the offensive rebound. Loose ball goes to Swick. Keegan Taylor gives it to his twin. Colin on the drive. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Tough take there by Colin Taylor.
Number 33, Blau.
And they seemed a little more patient on that possession, I think, too. A little more, under control, not as frazzled, not, and that's the guy you want taking the ball to the basket.
Taylor makes the first. A 9-point lead for the Gators with 25 seconds to go. And the second one rims out. But a bad pass by the Gators. Taylor with it again. He drives and one. Big shot for Colin Taylor and the Hawks. And he'll look to get 3 the old-fashioned way at the line.
This has kind of been a crazy half where it looks like Bartlett's in control, then it looks like South's in control, now it looks like, Bartlett now has a chance to, again, all things considered, if they go into half down 6, it's like, okay, not too bad.
Matt LePage is not a happy camper there on the bench after that turnover as Taylor makes a free throw. And it's a 6-point game as Jacob Spatkowski checks in for Colin Taylor. That's a mouthful.
Yeah. Well, we're used to those kind of names, though.
Yeah.
So
Demirov with it. He'll give to Trivellini 5 seconds to go. Demirov, they got to get a shot up. Trivellini from deep. No good, short. And that will bring an end to the first half as a very exciting, a very teeter-totter-like first half with some big-time runs. And now it's only a 6-point game, 30-24.
Yeah, and, amazing. South starts the second quarter, 20-0 run. And, seems like after the second technical, like they've kind of got a chance to really take some real control of the game here. And then all of a sudden, Bartlett, finishes the second quarter on a 6-0 run. And again, can't feel too bad about where they're at. The way, especially things kind of didn't really go very well for them for most of that second quarter.
Yeah, with 2 technicals, you definitely got to be happy with where you're at because you almost lost your team there. You were down. South went on a 20-0 run. You get 2 technicals in there. You're losing guys there. You're getting people out of their game right there.
Yeah, you think it looked like they had just kind of lost, lost their focus and were really, kind of obviously frustrated with the way that run had kind of transpired. But, I think, again, now it looks like they got a little, kind of some things back and a little under control. And I think we're all set for hopefully a good second half.
Should be a good one. 30-24, Crystal Lake South over the Bartlett Hawks at the half, and we'll send it to the break. Welcome back into the main gym here at Jacobs High School for the 2024 edition of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. And we've had a good matchup so far in the first half between the Crystal Lake South Gators and the Bartlett Hawks. Before we start some second half action, I believe we got a word from one of our sponsors.
Dylan, don't forget, this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today, and Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com.
Maybe you should be the one doing those all the time. I kind of want to buy a car now.
Well, I don't know. We had enough money to buy another car, or enough money for the insurance for another car.
But yeah, we should be having a good second half as we've had a lot of action, a very interesting back and forth first half. Some struggles from both teams in some different areas as Bartlett had 12 turnovers, really struggled with that man-to-man defense of the Crystal Lake South Gators, even though the Gators shot 2 of 13 from 3.
Yeah, it really hurt them, you know, especially in that Bartlett had 5 turnovers in that 20-0 run that Crystal Lake South had to start the second quarter and then open up a 10-point lead. And then Bartlett responded, you know, with 6 straight points. Actually opened up a 12-point lead, and then Bartlett responded to finish the half with 6 points. So we'll see if they made some adjustments to handle that man-to-man that Crystal Lake South switched to.
I know with some of our messaging with Coach Matt LePage of the Crystal Lake South Gators, he said they are young and still figuring some things out. I wonder if part of that is figuring out, man, we can really play some man-to-man defense and guard anybody.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how much they've played. I know their 1-3-1 has typically been their thing the last few years, especially because of the length they have, but they certainly have the athletes to play the man too. So
South started with the basketball there. Trivellini missed the 3. And now the Hawks will rush it ahead. Here's Colin Taylor on the drive. Gets trapped down low. Swick. Pull up mid-range. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Trivellini. The Gators will rush it ahead as Demirov on a transition 3 gets it to go. A.J. Demirov, here he goes. He might get a little hot from deep here in the second half.
yeah, he needed that. He'd missed his first 4 threes. Now he has 9 points, and he can certainly shoot it from out there. He had 91 threes last year.
As they'll call a reach-in foul there on Anthony Santorelli. That's his first and the team's first of the second half. Keegan Taylor with it. He'll give a handoff to his twin. Colin Taylor driving to the hoop. Having some trouble down low. It's blocked, but they'll call a shooting foul on
Gator number 21, Morgan.
number 21, Ryan Morgan. And so the Gators pick up 2 quick team fouls here in the second half.
Well, and that's one of the big differences now too with high school basketball the last few years is now you get the 5 team fouls in a quarter and you immediately get 2 shots, no more 1 in bonus.
Both of Taylor's free throws are good. So a 33-26 lead for the Gators here early in the second half. Buelna with it. He'll dribble around, give it to Demirov. Demirov again from deep. In and out. Leggy will save it and get it to Colin Taylor. He'll push it ahead. Gives it to Campa, now to Swick. Swick dribble drive, spin move. Kicks it out to Leggy. Keegan Taylor with it on the drive. Puts it up and 2 men on him. Doesn't get it to go. It's rebounded by Santorelli.
Yeah, tough shot in there when you're going, especially against this Crystal Lake South size.
Trivellini floater, no good. Rebounded Colin Taylor. Bartlett pushing it ahead. Here's Keegan Taylor. Swick over to Campa. Down low to Leggy. Bounce pass it to Keegan Taylor up top. Campa on the dribble drive. Bounce pass to Leggy, and he throws it right to A.J. Demirov, who will lead the break and get the layup to not go. It rolls around but rolls off as Swick will bring it ahead for the Hawks.
Yeah, that's pretty surprising there.
Keegan Taylor dribble drive, right hand layup is good. Keegan Taylor with a strong finisher on the rim there. Demirov will bring it back up for the Gators. Trivellini with it. Buelna. Morgan back to Buelna, and he gets the layup to go. Nice two-man action there from Morgan and Buelna. Two of the bigger guys on this team. Swick will give it to Legge up top. Legge gains some extra minutes with Petrusunas still struggling from an injury he's just returning from. Swick, a nice pull-up move, got a good look, couldn't get it to fall.
Now Bartlett needs to get him going a little bit. They haven't really been able to get him much in the offense.
Buelna down low, nice pass. Cooper Buelna making some nice two-man action plays going with some help from some of his post players down low.
And again, struggling from the three and outside, they're really finding some good stuff on the inside.
Swick dribble drive, he'll get the foul on the take. Tried to get a tough layup there, couldn't get to fall, took a hard fall. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Buelna's really having a really nice game for them. And, you know, again, he is one of the veterans on this team, a senior, you know, for Crystal Lake South.
Swick's first free throw is good. As we have some subs as Dimitri Petrusunas will replace Legge, as well as Jonathan Morgan will come in for Santarelli, and Nick Stohauser will come in for Ryan Morgan. Swick's second shot is good. Demirov will bring it back up with a 7-point lead here. About 4:35 to go here in the third quarter. Demirov to Stohauser. Floating pass to the corner. Buelna fling it over to Stohauser. Over to Demirov. Demirov dribble drive. Floater blocked by Petrusunas. He gets his own board and he puts it in. Nice work there with some hustle there from Demirov. Keegan Taylor spin move. He'll kick it back out to Swick. Campo with it. Over to Taylor. Taylor back to Swick. Swick pull up mid-range, good look, gets it to fall. Joey Swick starting to come alive here as he's got 4 points in the last 45 seconds.
Yeah, he's got 10 for the game. They need to get more looks like that for him.
Trivellini will bring it back out and give it to Demirov. Jonathan Morgan setting a screen for Demirov. Deep three, gets it to go. A.J. Demirov with a quick release there from just inside the volleyball line. And it's a 10-point lead with a timeout. I believe the Gators, a full timeout for the Gators. A 10-point lead with 3:34 to go in the third quarter.
And this timeout is sponsored by Darryl Barnes Photography. For portraits, family, and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more, contact Darryl Barnes Photography at darrylbarnes.com.
But yeah, quick scoring recently. Joey Swick, like you said, started to get into it a little more, but A.J. Demirov just got into it as well.
Well, and I think if you're Bartlett, you feel pretty good about what you've done defensively on him. You've made him work. I mean, he's had a tough shooting night, and even there you're thinking, okay, and then, you know, like Campa has done a really nice job on him, you know, staying in front. They're not letting him get to the rim that much. And but here he is. He's got 8 points in the quarter, a couple of threes. Now got 14 points. So yeah, he can get it rolling in a hurry.
Cooper Buelna checks out of the game as Anthony Santarelli will replace him. The Hawks stay with the same lineup. As Taylor will inbound to Swick. Demirov will get some pressure up on him and man-to-man. Swick almost turns it over, rolls down to Petrusunas. One-handed grab by Colin Taylor there in the corner. Swick tries a down low pass, gets tipped away, he gets it back. Swick will give it to Keegan Taylor, and Bartlett will try to calm it down.
A lot of deflections, and now South doing some trapping here and kind of scrambling a little bit defensively. That's kind of thrown Bartlett out of whack here.
As that was deflected by Stohauser out of bounds. So the Hawks will retain possession. It looks like South has gone back to the 1-3-1.
It does, yeah, and they look like they got about a half a dozen deflections in this possession.
Colin Taylor had a pretty good look. He's shot a few today, didn't want to shoot that one. Swick with it up top. Swick dribble drive, bounce pass, Petrasunas, he gets the layup to go. Nice dribble drive and a dish from Joey Swick, and Petrasunas finishes it off. Tipped away there by Swick, and it will stay with the Crystal Lake South Gators as Palacios will replace Campa for the Hawks.
Yeah, and they really did a nice job there at the end of that possession to, find the right shot, find the opening, and have some patience with it.
Trivellini dribbling it around up top, gives to Santarelli, open look, short, rebounded by Colin Taylor. Taylor brings it up ahead. Palacios in the corner. Trap coming from the Gators, gives it back to Taylor. Now Swick. Bartlett trying to find a hole in the trap. Gives it to Keegan Taylor. He picks his dribble up, gives to Petrasunas, back to himself. Palacios with it. Here's Swick, dribble drive. Tried the tough bounce pass. Petrasunas gets a hold of it. Left hand hook, no good. Trivellini will lead it ahead between the behind the back move. Almost lost it. And Demirov will slow it down. He'll give to Stowasser. Back to Demirov. Demirov looking to make some moves here. Nice lob pass down low to Stowasser. He'll give it back to Demirov. Trivellini dribble drive floater. Can't go. Petrasunas on the rebound. Swick will lead it ahead. Pass to the corner. Palacios three is no good. Off of Petrasunas, and it will be Gator basketball as Cooper Buelna and Ryan Morgan will both check in, replacing Jonathan Morgan and Carson Trivellini.
And a great look there for Bartlett and Palacios. Just didn't go down. Would have been, you could have cut it to 5. So you got to keep getting some stops here.
Buelna with it. Here's Demirov. Crossover move. We'll have a foul on the floor. As you can see, Demirov was clearly trying to get Palacios off of him there with the offhand. And Campo will replace Palacios after the foul. 42-34 currently for the Gators. 1:11 left to go here in the third quarter. Ryan Morgan, little floater shot, no good. Gets his rebound, gets it to go. Kind of an in-between look there for Ryan Morgan off the inbound, but he gets his own board. And he finishes it.
Yeah, they've really kind of struggled in the mid-range, kind of in the lane.
Swick's three, no good. Petrasunas putback, no good. Good defense by the Gators on the putback. Demirov, crossover move, pickup move, gets it to not fall, but he does draw the foul. So he'll go to the line and shoot two with 45 seconds to go and a 10-point lead for the Gators. See the tough move there. Almost got the layup to go. Petrasunas, of course, hands straight up. Demirov gets the first hand straight up saying, oh, I didn't foul.
Yeah, and AJ, he's just so good at getting to the rim. I mean, he's one of those guys who can get wherever he needs to be. Struggled a little bit at the free throw line today.
Demirov's second free throw is no good. An 11-point lead for the Gators. Colin Taylor with it, fighting the trap. Gives it to Campa, he'll get it back and try his luck from deep. Yes! Colin Taylor answers and cuts the lead to 8. 25 seconds to go. South with the basketball.
Yeah, Taylor with 18 now.
Demirov, I think it looks like they'll be holding for the final shot here in the third quarter. 10 seconds to go. Stowasser gives it back. Demirov's got to make a move. Knocked away there by Campa. 5 seconds to go. Bounce pass. Buelna, a good look from deep. Tipped away. Oh, and we'll have a loose ball foul with .3 left on the clock. It'll be on Swick. It did look like he kind of undercut Ryan Morgan there, who almost flipped over him.
Yeah, the good news for Bartlett here is, you know, they're not in the bonus, or they don't have the 5 fouls. So with .3 seconds, they're pretty much going to just have to try to do something right to the rim and tip it in.
See what they can do. He gets it to the corner. The shot did not get off in time.
The end of three.
Demarov thought he had enough time to get a three up there for, I believe that was Santarelli from the corner. And the end of the third quarter is brought to you by Ann and Rachel Realtors. Wondering what your home is worth? Thinking about relocating or just curious about the Fox Valley real estate scene? Drop Ann and Rachel a text and let's chat today. There is no better team to navigate and negotiate the selling and buying process in this hot market. Call or text Ann and Rachel today at 847-946-6654. As with the third quarter coming to a close and the fourth quarter coming upon us, a 45-37 lead here for the Crystal Lake South Gators, who have gone back to their 1-3-1 zone and kind of gotten out of that man-to-man defense that gave them the lead in the first place.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'd be curious to know why Coach LePage, what he felt was going on, that he wanted to switch back to the 1-3-1. The quarter was kind of interesting. A couple times it looked like South that kind of was going to take control, pull away. A couple times it looked like Bartlett, they got close. It looked like they were going to get a little closer and didn't. So, but again, it's a great matchup here so far. Bartlett, one of the co-leaders in the Upstate 8 West with West Aurora, and Crystal Lake South in second place in the Fox Valley Conference. So it's really been kind of what you'd hope for. Certainly it's been, I would say, the best first-round game of the day here that we've had.
Definitely.
And very competitive, and a really fun battle. And so just before we start the fourth quarter, our fourth quarter action is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express Online, buy and made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com.
The Hawks will begin with the basketball. The Swick will bring it up. Demarov guarding him. It looks like South has gone back to man-to-man here. Swick picks it up, gives to Keegan Taylor. Keegan Taylor driving on Morgan. Puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Santarelli. Here's Trivellini. Pass to the corner. Buelna dribble drive. Can't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Petrasunas. Colin Taylor to Petrasunas. Keegan. Over to Campa. Campa dribble drive knocked away, but we'll have a foul on the floor. It'll be on Ryan Morgan.
21, Morgan, his fourth.
That's his fourth foul of the game. So the Gators will have to make a sub as Nick Stowasser will come in to replace
Yeah, I was going to say
Ryan
that they
Morgan.
would be getting Morgan out, not Buelna.
Some confusion there from the Gators. Swick with it in the corner now. He'll drive on Trivellini. Taylor with it. Gives it back to Swick up top. Over to Keegan. Petrosaurus over to Swick. Now to Colin Taylor.
Yeah, they're switching a little bit on the man-to-man too. They do, with Demarov and Trivellini on Swick.
Petrosaurus. They'll call an offensive foul. I don't know about that one. It seemed like Stowasser did a pretty good job selling it then.
Yeah, I think Stowasser did a really nice job of selling that one. I think I don't know if he's part of the drama club at Crystal Lake South, but well done by him. And hey, got the possession back to South. I
did catch him giving Petrosaurus a little smile there. So certainly sold it. Definitely guilty. As we'll have a jump ball, and it will remain Crystal Lake South basketball.
Now Petrasunas last night had a big fourth quarter for Bartlett. He had 8 of his 10 points in the fourth quarter, so we'll see if he can maybe duplicate that and get Bartlett, really make this really tight.
Stowasser with the Demarov. Camp on him, spins, tries to find Santarelli. It gets tipped to Buelna. Now Stowasser had a look from the corner, didn't want to take it, and he'll give it back to Demarov. Nice pass by Demarov. Stowasser can't finish, but he'll go to the line and shoot two. You can see Demarov motion for him to cut there and then find him on the one-handed lefty pass.
Yeah, and I think some of those things could be there here in this fourth quarter, again, if they have that patience to find him.
Stallhauser's first shot is good. It'll extend the lead to 9 points for the Gators. His second is good as well. Extends the lead to 10 now for the Gators with 6:10 left to go in the game. Swick tries to get into Petrasunas, and Stallhauser takes it away, going coast to coast. He gets it to go. Stallhauser with 4 quick points, and the Gators' lead is now 12 with under 6 minutes to go here in the game.
And Stallhauser quietly having a nice game. He's got 10 points. They've really had a lot of guys who've contributed in a lot of different times. It hasn't been all Demirov. It's been a nice balance of guys, whether it's offensively or defensively.
Sounds good. Taylor with it. Gives to Campa. Back to Keegan Taylor up top. Blocked by, that was Santarelli. Demirov up ahead. Trivellini can't get the layup to fall. Rebounded by Campa. Had a good look there. Couldn't get it to go. Swick spin move. Ooh, almost got the layup to go for the and one. Instead, he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Swick at the line, shooting 2.
There's that great block there by Santarelli.
Swick's first free throw is good.
Checking in for the Gators, number 24.
As number 24, Drake Lenkis will check in for Carson Trivellini. Swick's second foul shot is good as well. So it's a 10-point lead for the Gators here with around 5:05 remaining.
Swick now with 12, but he's just had a hard time getting a lot of shots.
As we have an illegal screen there on Santarelli, that certainly is not what you want if you're the Gators, giving the Bartlett Hawks even more opportunities to really get back in this game. Swick will bring it up with Demirov guarding him. Demirov's really been all up in him ever since, just every time they go man-to-man, really.
Yeah, and Buelna has done a nice job on Taylor, too. Taylor has 18 points, but he's only taken 1 shot here in the second half.
Swick with it. Keegan Taylor now. He'll give to Campa. Campa to Petrasunas. Over to Keegan Taylor. Now Colin Taylor will have it up top. He'll give it back to his twin. Swick with it on the left wing. Campo searching. He gets a cut in. Colin Taylor. Floater no good. Nothing but air. Rebounded by Stallhauser, who gives it off to Demirov.
And some solid defense again there by Buelna, forcing Taylor into a tough shot inside, not giving him a good look. And South clears the board and back in possession here. Has a chance again to run some clock.
Buelna to Santarelli in the middle. Buelna had a good look. Instead, it's Lenkis. Lenkis' first 3 is in and out. He comes right into the game, shoots a 3, almost got it to go. Swick spin move blocked by Santarelli again. Knocked away by Santarelli. Santarelli making his presence known here on the defensive end in the fourth quarter.
Again, another of those guys. Santarelli hasn't even scored today, but he's done a lot of things defensively and on the rebounds for Crystal Lake South.
Stallhauser to Demirov. Looks like Bartlett's looking to start trapping here soon, feeling the heat of being down 10. Lob pass, Buelna, shot fake, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2 as it's a shooting foul on Colin Taylor.
Colin Taylor, his third.
That's his third of the game,
At the line, shooting 2.
as well as Bartlett's third foul of the fourth quarter, excuse me.
Yeah, Bartlett's going to have to be a little more, I think, assertive on defense. They're going to have to try some trapping or, some things to, and it's a risk, obviously, because of how good South is, particularly Demirov. But in this position now, 11-point game with 3:17 left, they're going to have to do something.
Trivellini comes back in for Lenkis as Buelna knocks down both free throws. And it's a 12-point lead again for the Gators.
Yeah, Buellna's now got 11.
I think we'll do Cooper Buellna for the postgame. Colin Taylor's layup is no good. He gets his own board and is fouled by Buellna.
His third, team fourth.
That's his third and the Gators' fourth foul here in the quarter, as the Hawks one foul away from being in the bonus. Taylor's first free throw is no good.
But Buellna, again, forcing him in that first shot, forcing him into a tough shot, tough look, which you want at this stage. And, Taylor got the rebound, but you only wind up giving up 1 point in there on that situation.
30 seconds.
Yep, as Taylor knocks down the second free throw, and head coach Jim Wolfsmith will call a 30-second timeout.
And hey, during this 30-second timeout, just a reminder that the best pizza in South Elgin is Wise Guys Pizzeria. Enjoy a full catering menu for your next family, company, or holiday get-together. It's Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Order online at I'mAWiseGuy.com or give them a call at 847-742-0222. I think I said, I don't know if I had too many twos there, but I know it's 0222. Wise Guys Pizzeria, I'mAWiseGuy.com. Coming out of the timeout here, I guess, what do you need to see from Bartlett really to get back in this game? Well, Bartlett's going to have to they're going to have to extend their pressure, which it looks like they're going to do right here, coming out of the timeout. They've got to, you have to take a chance here, some chances here on, trying to get South to turn the ball over, although they've only turned it over once in this half, and that was on an illegal screen. So it's going to be a challenge for them to do that.
South easily breaks the press. Demirov layup around the rim. It's good. A.J. Demirov with the lay-in, and it's a 13-point lead for the Gators.
And Demirov now up to 17, so he's near his average, even though it hasn't been a great shooting night for him.
Colin Taylor with it outside. He gives over to Campa. Bartlett's got to start shooting quick here.
Yeah, he's going to say on the other end, they've got to get things going a little quicker offensively. But South is doing a great job. They've gone now. They're back again in the man-to-man.
Campa will try from deep. Rims off. Petrasunas on the board is fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. A 13-point lead for the Gators with 2:18 left to go. That was the Gators' 15th foul here in the fourth quarter. So the Hawks will be shooting free throws the rest of the way on any foul.
Petrasunas now has 8 rebounds, but you kept thinking that they might get in it, they might get a little closer, and South just had those answers every time. And obviously the big 20-0 run in the second quarter really gave them that cushion that they needed.
Hawks looking to trap Demirov, and he'll throw it away. He was looking for Santarelli, and he overshot him by a good bit.
Yeah, Coach Matt LePage not very happy about making that reception there on on the pass. As you can tell, he disdain as he flipped the ball right to the official on that play.
Petrasunas comes off a screen. As now Colin Taylor has it. He'll shoot the pull-up 3. No good. Rebounded by Demirov. 1:45 left to go in this one. South looks like they got it wrapped up here, up 13. Demirov with it. He'll break the pressure, give to Trivellini in the corner. Out to Buellna. Now back to Trivellini. South doing a good job of killing clock here, moving the ball around.
And Buellna, you can tell he's one of those guys that, just as winning teams, that those are the kind of players you need.
That's a nice find there from Demirov. Down low to Stolhauser, but he couldn't finish. And the Hawks bring it back up. Keegan Taylor with it. Campa. Taylor now to Swick. They've got to start shooting soon. They're taking a lot of time. Taylor with it now, still holding on to the ball. Swick drives, kicks out. Petrasunas will try from deep. Short. Batted around, and it will remain Bartlett basketball, but man, they are wasting a lot of time on these possessions.
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know if they're almost out of gas, but it looks like they're just really struggling to have any pace. Obviously and the Crystal Lake South defense has a lot to do with that.
And we'll have a hook there on Petrasunas, as you can clearly see him get the arm around the back of Stowasser. And it will be Crystal Lake South basketball, 46 seconds to go. Petrasunas will come out. The Gators with a 13-point lead in this game, just about all wrapped up. The Hawks looking to trap. Demirov will break the trap himself, falls down, gets the pass off to Santarelli.
Little Harlem Globetrotters action there. I don't know if they're going to foul here, if they're just going to run out the clock, but Crystal Lake South will be back in the winner's bracket again. They will play whoever wins our next game between Naperville North and Grant. They will play at 6 o'clock on Monday in the quarterfinals. Bartlett, they will play in the consolation bracket at noon on Monday. And a nice feed there to Buelna for a layup.
Yeah, Buelna gets the layup to go, and the Gators up 15 as the clock will run out here. Colin Taylor will not, or he will, but it's way short. He got the final shot off. But Crystal Lake South with a 15-point victory over the Bartlett Hawks, 55-40.
Yeah, pretty remarkable when you think about how they started off down 12-2 to start the game, but the way they recovered, the 20-0 run to start the second quarter. Looked like Bartlett, they did get back into it at times. They, again, I think kind of like last year, I think they're going to be a tough team in that consolation bracket. Could make a run like they did last year to win the consolation bracket. But South just had too much, even on a night where they didn't shoot the ball that well. Inside game, Cooper Buelna, who I know is going to be our player of the game, did a lot of great things tonight. 13 points, I think 5 rebounds, and some great defense on Colin Taylor, who was really going early, but didn't get as much, in the second half.
All right, I will be going to interview Cooper Buelna, so I'll let my dad close it off here and give you a little recap of Game 5 of the 2024 Hinkle Holiday Classic.
All right, thank you again. And again, the final here, 55-40 in favor of Crystal Lake South. Crystal Lake South now 9-2, the 3rd seed in the tournament. They advance into the winner's bracket. They will play at 6 o'clock on Monday in the quarterfinals. Bartlett falls to 4-8. They will play at noon in the consolation bracket. And Colin Taylor, he was the high scorer for Bartlett with 19. A.J. Demirov, he had 17 for Crystal Lake South. So thanks again for listening to this and then watching this broadcast. And check us out for our next game. Another good one, number 6, Naperville North, the 6th seed in their first appearance in the Hinkle Holiday Classic. And they're facing Grant.
Points. He was a tough player too himself, but when coach told me to lock, I just tried to do my best I could, just did my job, so that's the best we did. So
a lot of young talent on your squad. You and AJ are really the senior leaders on this team. What's kind of your mindset with them? What are you looking to go into the game? How do you lead your team game in and game out?
I feel like me and AJ and Tony too, we're great senior captains. I feel like going to the game, we just try to get everybody hyped up before games. We get hyped up in the locker room, just get everybody in the mindset to win, basically. And I feel like picking up our teammates when we get down. For example, this game when AJ picked me up, I was down because I got a turnover and then they got an easy free throw and AJ picked me up. So it's just the little things that get our team going. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Cooper.
Thank you.
Great game. We'll have Game 6 of the 2024 Hinkle Holiday Classic coming up next.
This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. Ann and Rachel Realtors, the hometown real estate team that takes the time to get to know you, your family, your needs, and your dreams. There is no better team to navigate and negotiate the selling and buying process in this hot market. Call or text them today at 847-946-6654. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.